So unfortunately, Betty White has to leave early because she has to get started on her new movie, The Lost Valentine. So let's say goodbye to Betty. Thank you so much for coming in. We definitely learned a lot of information, and I'm sure the folks at home would like to thank you too.
No problem.
So thank you very much.
Okay, I'll see you later. Oh my elbow! I think I fractured it. I can't get up. Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
This probably, I mean, it's one of the signs of osteoporosis, all the fractures. You get lots more fractures than you did when you were younger. I think she'll be fine, so anyways.
Alright guys, so this is Dr. Durking. She is the author of a book called How Not to Get Osteoporosis, and she is also an expert in osteoporosis in general. So yeah, Dr. Durking, thank you for coming in.
You're welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
Yep. So can you tell us a little bit about the internal parts of osteoporosis and how it affects like the bones and like the body?
Well, let's start with the whole bone tissue itself. In regular bones, there's more dissolved proteins and minerals in the matrix, but if you have osteoporosis, it's way more dense. Like in this figure here, the normal bone here obviously has more dissolved minerals, while the bones with osteoporosis are way more dense. And the bones with osteoporosis is more likely to deteriorate when you age. And
does that make fractures easier?
Oh yeah, definitely. They become more brittle, and that causes the higher chance of osteoporosis and like fractures and all of that. Also, when you have osteoporosis, your posture becomes more hunched over instead of this better posture you have when you're younger, in your younger years. And for those science nerds out there, the osteoclasts are more active than the osteoblasts.
Okay, and just a side note, does this usually happen in spongy bone? Because I think I've read that somewhere.
Yes, it does. It's in the spongy bone part of the bone. There's multiple different types, like stuff into the bone, but it's just mainly the spongy bone area.
Would an example of that be like the knee or something? Is that, or where is spongy bone?
Spongy bone is located in most of the bones, and most fractures that people with osteoporosis are usually in the hips and the wrists. Okay. But they can also happen anywhere else.
Okay, so is that why they have like things like hip protectors and stuff like Betty was wearing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Those totally help reduce the fractures from happening. Okay,
well that's a lot of good information. I'm sure the viewers learned a lot of stuff. But could you just finish up by adding a little bit about the history of osteoporosis and how that has like changed over time?
What fascinates me is that osteoporosis actually dates back to the ancient Egyptians. Well, when researchers have been studying the mummies that were found in tombs, they notice that there's like this hump like in the backs of the mummies, which indicates osteoporosis. So osteoporosis has been around for quite some time.
Oh wow, I didn't realize it dated way back to the Egyptians. That's pretty interesting information. So thank you so much, Dr. Durking, and I know you have something special for us coming up. Is that true?
Oh yeah, I was going to demonstrate some exercises you can do to help prevent osteoporosis from happening to you.
Alright, well thank you so much, and let's get on to that.
You're welcome.
Alright, so Dr. Durking is going to lead us in a series of stretches. So the first one is on the, you have to stand up, right?
Yeah, you have to be on your feet for this one. It's a side stretch. So what you have to do, make sure you have your feet planted like shoulder width apart, and then you lean over to your side as far as you can, put your arm over your head like this, and you just hold it. You should feel it right here on the side of your body.
Oh yeah, I can feel that.
Yes. And then you want to switch to the other side.
Oh, other side, okay.
You want to keep doing this. Make sure you do it evenly on both sides to get an even stretch on both sides.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. The next one.
Okay.
It's the wall push. Like it's basically a push up. You're standing up though. Okay. So what to do? You want to find a nice sturdy piece of wall to do this on, and you want to put your hands in front of you, good distance,
first.
like distance apart, and then you just lean all your weight in, and you push back out. And then you keep doing this. You should start off with 10 times each, and then you can keep adding more, you know. This one is not going anywhere.
Alright, tell me if I'm doing this right. I don't know. Alright, so make a little triangle. Go in. Is that good?
That's good. That's
All
good.
right,
That's
cool.
one way to do it. You could do different ways with it. You can always have your arms, your hands spread out too.
Oh, okay.
Just do that a couple
Well,
times.
that's pretty cool. I like that this exercise can be done pretty much anywhere with the wall.
Exactly. It's very,
So,
very convenient.
Exactly. So,
You do it in the own hospital. You don't have to pay to go anywhere for doing this.
exactly.
And
Great
then-
things to do at home.
This next one is pretty new. That usually it's not seen yet. So what you want to do is you want to get all on your fours, all fours here, you know, and then you take one of your legs, stretch it out. Make sure you keep your spine straight for this one. You don't want to curve your back. Then you lift your leg up. And now, if you want to be more challenging for those people who are more advanced than others, you can take your left hand and stretch it out in front of you. And you hold this for some time, and then you want to switch to the other foot. You just do this a couple of times, and then you'll be good.
Oh, I can feel that one too.
Oh yeah, because
It's a good one.
it's definitely. You just have to make sure you keep your spine straight, because if it's not, you're not helping anything with osteoporosis.
Right. All right, so thank you so much, Dr. Drinking. I think a lot of people are going to be able to utilize these stretches, and I think it's definitely going to be beneficial for those of you out there. Don't be, afraid if you're too young or whatever. Any age group can do this. I mean, if you're older, you can always, change it up a little bit. I mean, it's just basically stretching. So thank you again, Dr. Jerking, for all your help.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Ooh, I think I'm feeling a chill outside. Because our next guest on the next show is going to be Olympic gold medalist Shaun White. And he is an amazing snowboarder. I cannot wait to see him. I'm all bundled up. I'm ready for this. And stay tuned for next episode, guys. Thanks.